After the stock round here on 18AL, we see that everything has sold out. All the shares are distributed. Let's look at the players. Well, let's look at the price chart. L&N long in the advance. Both the M&O and the ABC have popped out of the yellow. We'll see whether or not the owners can get or want to get them dumped back into the yellow at the end of the. We're going to be on 3 operating rounds because we've got the 5 train out. Presidencies have not moved. It's just a matter of distributing the stocks. L&N not doing that great, but the individual shares of it are quite valuable. And on the other hand, the guy with 2 companies, his companies are among the lowest shareholding, the value holding companies. The Gulf Mobile is, this guy's probably not in great shape. His overall holdings, he's got some valuable stocks, but those mobiles probably aren't going very far. And in there. Big money operating round, but the Gummo ended that big money by buying the 6 train. There's only 1 in this game. Killing all the 3 trains, which a number of the companies were running off of. For example, the TAG only had a 3 train. The ABC managed to swallow in order to collect up enough cash. The TAG will be able to buy the 5 train. The ABC will buy something bigger, I guess. What else do we have? I think pretty much everybody swallowed who could. The L&N swallowed. The ATN did not. It's got a permanent train and just ran for big money. I think the Western didn't, but they only had 1 train, so they may be getting better. So we'll see what happens. Oh, the TAG didn't swallow, but it had a crap train. So, into this second operating round, we see the nasty ATN slipped into Birmingham. That cut off the TAG, which is now sitting on a 5 train, which you can sort of probably figure out a route for. But it definitely puts the ATN in a good position, and it cost some significant money, of $60 or whatever, that could have been gotten from reaching their destination. The biggie we saw fall, let's see, who started things? The L&N bought the 7 train, and that triggers the end of the 4 trains. Oops. Speaking of which, unlike most of the games I'm used to, this one uses a rule that apparently gained some favor in some circles. Optional, extended obsolescence for the 4 trains, where they get 1 more run after somebody buys the first train that kills them. So everybody except the TAG got to run. I don't know if it helped. It definitely helped the Western. They managed to make a swallow, but they got hit hard. You'll see a TAG share sitting in the open market because of that. They had to pay out of pocket. Also, the TAG ABC owner had to pay out of pocket, but they knew they were going to have to pay a little bit. We got Ford. The diesels, not necessarily in the best locations. ABC, he's pretty happy with his. There's no question. But the WAR, he really wanted to get a 6 run running from Nashville down to Gulf of Mexico. It's going to be a little harder to get a run from Atlanta to Birmingham. That can still be managed, but you know, it would have been nicer to have the bigger train instead, I think. Either way, it's an okay setup. All right. So I think everything's fallen now. Nobody's going to be selling stock except as forced to by these couple companies popping out of the yellow. Probably see some movement to try to keep them in the yellow in some cases. At the very least, the presidents can sell 1 share and hold the rest. All right. So, here we are at the beginning of the stock round, end of all the operating rounds. I think it's going to last this set of operating rounds and maybe 1 more. There's a lot of cash still in the bank, a lot of $500 bills. Nobody's going to buy more trains. No stocks are going to change hand beyond what's needed to meet compliance. Big money on that 3rd operating round. So it may not the bank may not last. The LNN opened things up with a 30-something run with that 7 train, and I thought, wow, that's pretty cool. Then I got to see what the diesels do, and the WRA with its kind of, it's a good run, but it's kind of crappy until it'll be better now that they connect the Atlanta Birmingham. But it was only 44. Should be going up a little higher, and we saw something a little bit higher, I think in the 48 range maybe. Yeah, should be in the same, yeah, same basic range. The Atlanta Birmingham is amazing. It's 140 and 80, 220, yeah, 44 share. So actually, yeah, they had the same. That'll be going up to 46, but I mean, that's big money. All right, a little bit of shifting on the stocks, not much. So a pickup here and here. A little bit of loss of stocks on the guys who own the big companies that came out of the yellow. This guy only had 1 extra share, chose to dump a tag instead of dropping his ABC into the toilet, and tag was the best thing to choose. The LNN, even though he owns it, the LNN is just too valuable at this point. The M&O, if he dropped that, it would have given a bonus to this guy. He had to drop his own share because of it. And, well, the other option would be to drop the ABC. Maybe something would have fallen out and he would have been able to grab something because of that. But that would have actually dropped a lot of his own share price, and it would have dropped this guy into compliance, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, not quite. So he would have still had to sell stuff.